Greetings, royal family. I'm back. Okay. Love and Hip Hop. Season 10, episode 4. I don't even remember the title of this episode. This episode was so funny. And you know what? Before I go in, right? I went back and I watched old episodes of Love and Hip Hop New York, like season 1 and 2. And Chrissy has always been a bully. Chrissy has always been a bully to Yandy. It's not funny. That's totally not funny. But yeah, not much has changed. You guys remember Samaya Reese? Remember how like Chrissy made fun of her and made fun of her shoes, and she made fun of her outfit, and she wanted to work with Jim Jones, and they were playing, Samaya was playing her song in the studio, and Chrissy was there, just clowning her, just clowned her. And fast forward now, Samaya is a whole entrepreneur, and the people say that she's a millionaire. So a lot of things have changed for a lot of people, but Chrissy is just seemed to remain the same, okay? All right, let's get right into this. Thanks for clicking on the video. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Kick back and relax. Let's just do this, right? So we pick up with this episode where they left off. Jonathan's fragrance party. We still don't know the name of his fragrance. I think that was fake. Now I'm starting to think that he doesn't have a fragrance and this was like all a stunt for the show. Whatever, I'll play along. Chrissy is still yelling. She is still telling Yandy to calm down. I laughed throughout this whole episode. I swear I did. And she's telling Yandy that her hand motions are making her uncomfortable. Like, what? Like, Yandy is sitting there telling her or explaining to her like she's not a hater or whatever it is that they're talking about. Now, they did cut out some scenes because later on in the episode, you see them pan back to that scene where it seems like they were kind of, Yandy and Chrissy were kind of getting along. Anyway, so, you know, like I talk with my hands, right? Like I'm very, I guess, expressive. Chrissy, she could, like everything was, she was telling Yandy to shut the F up. I'll beat you up. Why you talking so loud? Mind you, she's loud too. Your hand gestures are making me nervous. It's like, why does Chrissy talk to people like they're her children? So in Yandy's confessional, Yandy says that Chrissy has misplaced and displaced anger. And I have to say that I agree with Yandy's assessment. Girl, like you're not even sticking to the issue at hand and acknowledging what Yandy is talking about or rebuttaling the things that Yandy is saying. You're just talking about her hand gestures and you're just ready to fight. Like, but that jacket was fire though. That jacket she had on was cute. So Chrissy says that she's not going to allow anyone to tell her how to speak to someone when she's feeling a certain way. So basically you're saying that when you're angry, you can say whatever it is that you want to say. You can disrespect people intentionally and you don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. So my whole thing is when people keep that same energy with you, you don't like it. You know, you're quick to tell someone, don't talk to me like that. Take it down. Like she was telling Yandy, I don't like your hand gestures. Keep your voice down. Chrissy, where do they do that at? Like you, listen, at least she is honest and upfront with her hypocrisy, I guess, or her double standards. So Joe Budden, we see Tahiry and him are meeting up. They're supposed to be shopping for Safari at Erica Mena's wedding. I will say this. I do like Joe. Tahiry, girl, you know exactly what you're doing and you're playing along with this whole trying to rekindle whatever it is with Joe, even though he is broken up with sin. You already know what it is. So yeah, that's all I have to say throughout the entire episode about them. So Yandy and the girls. So Yandy decides to have little girls' night, little cocktails or whatnot at her house. And she wanted to, you know, get together and have a little Ponderosa. So Rich brings over Jennaske. He wants Jennaske to meet Yandy. Probably because Rich wants Yandy's, you know, help, I guess, and opinions and stuff like that. So Jennaske wants to work with Safari. So when she mentions this, everybody is warning her about Erica. So Erica Mena, saying that, Erica doesn't want Safari working with females, and Yandy goes back. They flash back to, like, I think that was episode 2 when Kimbella and Erica fought. Erica was totally out of line. Like, she was shading Kimbella for no reason. She was just being so disrespectful. A fight broke out. I think Erica got her eye busted and then decides to call the cops. This was back in season 2. And it's funny because I was watching season 1 and 2 earlier today. So Yandy, she says that she kind of feels disconnected from Safari because of Erica. So poor Safari, he's just in the middle of all this drama. He's trying to, I guess, keep it together and appease his wife, or at the time his soon-to-be wife. Moving along, we see Phresher, or Freshie, and the family. So he's been with his girl since 6th grade. Oh, how sweet. And they have 2 kids together. Now, he says that she's been loyal and she's been holding it down. We've been together since 6th grade. So loyal in this instance and holding it down in this instance basically mean that he cheated mad times and she stayed. That's pretty much the long and short of it. Now, their dynamic is he goes out and makes the money. She stays at home with the kids. Yeah, moving along. So Safari and Erica. Now, she's emotional because she's overwhelmed with the wedding. And she's complaining that she has nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. I literally wrote that in my notes because I thought that was funny. So Erica, she wants Safari to take Yandy off the guest list for their wedding. And she thinks that Safari and Yandy like each other because they never really talk about much of anything when she's around. And she doesn't feel comfortable with them being friends. Now, Safari, you are really letting this woman ruin your relationships with people, because Yandy and Safari seem very close, very cool, very platonic. I mean, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but still, like, Erica, when did they start having an issue? I'm so confused because I thought it was all good. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Good luck, Safari. Good luck. So we move on to Cousin Chrissy. Okay, Cousin Chrissy is talking to Greg. Now she's grilling Greg. Greg is her investor guy. She is grilling Greg about Yandy, about working with Yandy in the past. I just don't, cousin Chrissy, why do you care? Like, you are starting to look really obsessed with Yandy. Why do you care that she may have or may not have worked with Greg? If he is investing his money into your Diamond Millionaire Ladies or whatever it's called, and everything is going on good with the two of you, what difference does it make that he might have worked with Yandy? See, again, going back to season 2, Chrissy had a problem with Yandy possibly managing other artists other than Jim. She didn't like that. Mind you, that relationship with Jim Jones and Yandy as it pertains to business, Chrissy, has nothing to do with you. So I'm glad I actually watched the first 2 seasons, because not much has changed with Chrissy. So he says that he met her, Greg. He says that he met her and met with her, but they never actually, pressed the gas on working together or what have you. So we see Yandy making moves. Yandy and her business partner, I don't remember her name, they're meeting with the mayor of Newark, New Jersey. Shout out to Essex County. And she has a community project. So she's basically kind of giving her pitch. Sounds good to me. It pretty much was a success because they had to get some sort of an approval to do work in the city because she's trying to build something. I forgot what it is that she said. So the mayor, he liked the pitch and he gave his blessing. So that meeting was a success. So Yandy and her friend, they go outside, and Yandy's friend tells her that Greg took down a picture that he had on his social media of Yandy, this particular friend in this scene, and Greg, because they did, meet up for whatever reason. So the friend calls Greg and asks him, why did you take the picture down? And Greg pretty much admitted that it was at the request of Chrissy. See, here we go. Cousin Chrissy and her control issues. Like, I could totally believe that. I can hear Chrissy right now telling Greg, loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. You can't do business with me and do business with my enemy. I don't want you taking pictures with my enemy, blah, 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 And for whatever reason, he took the picture down. So it's just like, girl, we don't know if that's how it really, really went, but that's what they showed us. So that's what I'm critiquing. Moving along to Safari and Tahiry. Okay, so Tahiry, she's in the doobie shop, okay, getting her hair done. And Safari needs her help. Poor Safari. So he needs her help trying to kind of iron out whatever static is there between Erica and Yandy. Because it does appear that Erica is the one with the problem. I'm just saying. Moving along, Chrissy and Yandy meet. Now, these two, I'm telling you, this is just so reminiscent of season 2 with the arguing about nothing, then meeting up at restaurants and somebody walking off and somebody arguing and not getting along and not agreeing. So that's exactly what took place in this scene. So Chrissy, she says that not much has changed with Yandy and Yandy is still a liar. This was her in her confessional. Cousin Chrissy, a lot has changed in Yandy's life. A lot. We see Yandy out here protesting, getting maced, making community moves, community development moves, making business moves, branding moves, kids, marriage, so on and so forth. But you, on the other hand, Cousin Chrissy, not much has changed. So Chrissy admitted, right, to looking up Yandy's name to see if she worked with Greg. When I tell you that I laughed so hard, she actually admitted this. Like, I looked on this list of whatever to see if I seen your name, and Yandy was like, it was in the whatever it is, the company name, business name. I forgot the terminology she used, but she said it wasn't in her name. And then Chrissy admits that she told Greg to take down the photo that he had on social media. At this point, there is no need. There's no longer a need to point out the obvious. Chrissy, you are a straight up hater. Like you are a hater. I respect the fact that you admit it, and you are borderline obsessed with Yandy. Like, and all of her business dealings. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand what her working with Greg has to do with you. So much so that you go as far as to look up her name. Like, what documents were you looking up? And then you tell Greg to take down the picture off of social media. Like, you admitted it, though. You admitted it. That was hilarious. So in her confessional, Chrissy says that Yandy disrespected Jim, and he was the one that gave her her start. And I'm just like, oh my God. Chrissy, let it go. Let it go. Like, she's funny. I'm sorry. I find her extremely entertaining. She is hilarious. And again, if you go back to season 1 and 2, I noticed that Chrissy, she has like weak arguments as it pertains to like any and everything that she gets mad at. Like, her arguments are just weak. And again, not much has changed. Like, Yandy says that she doesn't understand why would she do that, and why would she get in the middle of whatever business dealings she did or didn't have with Greg, because she's taking food out of her kid's mouth. Now, Yandy says, you are bugging. If you expect anyone, especially Chrissy, to care about the mouths that you have to feed, then you're delusional. I'm not justifying Cousin Chrissy's actions. I'm not. But why are you expecting Chrissy to care when she's continuously shown you for years that she could care less about you, your business dealings, or your well-being? So I thought that was a little bit naive. Like, Yandy, if you're still holding on to this, we're family, you need to let that go. But Chrissy, you are really ridiculous. Like, Chrissy, you are absolutely ridiculous. And sadly, I am thoroughly entertained by your antics and your shenanigans. She told the girl that she looked up her information to see if she really worked with Greg. Like, what? Oh God. Okay. Moving on. Jennaske. Her showcase. Rich brought out the heavy hitters for her showcase, and Phresher, he's intimidated because he wants to sign Jennaske to his label. Now, what I don't understand is if you wanted to sign her, why didn't you? You know, she did say that she was waiting on him to do this and that for her, and nothing ever popped off. So Jennaske, she's excited that, you know, Rich has all of these important people in the audience. He turned out a crowd and she performed. That was whatever it was. And Rich is excited. You know, Phresher was saying that, you know, Jennaske was doing her thing. The crowd was very receptive to her. Yandy seemed to like it. She was entertained. So after her performance, her and Phresher are talking, and he's like, you know, sweating her. And he's telling her again that she needs to get her body done. He's a total idiot. I'm not even giving him too much. So his girlfriend shows up after Phresher says that he told her not to come. So she shows up and she sees Phresher holding Jennaske's hand, and she pops off. She's ready to fight Jennaske. Now at this point, Rich Dollaz, his blood sugar is through the roof, okay, because he invited all of these important people and he was not expecting any ratchet behavior. You know what I'm saying? So he's upset, and I'm just like, oh my God, his blood sugar, calm down, Rich. You know, in his confessional, he's just talking about how upset he was. And he said a lot of these people had to go, he had to go out of his way to get these people. And, you know, Jennaske did such a great job. The crowd was receptive to her. And here comes this, you know, ratchet storm known as Phresher's girlfriend. So this is basically going to kick off I guess the beef or the battle between Phresher and Rich Dollaz. So I can see it. I totally see it. Listen, Phresher, as far as his grammar school girlfriend, I have no words. I have no words for her, okay? So they're outside. He takes her outside. He's trying to tell her to calm down. She makes a fool of herself. He takes her outside, and she's going off on him, like putting her hands in his face. I think she pushed him, and she's just like acting so tough. And he's looking at her like she's crazy. Like, she's a total bozo, in my opinion. So they end up leaving together, and she's talking to him just real wild. Like, and I'm just saying to myself, why are you letting anybody talk to you like that? I don't care if you know her since kindergarten. Y'all share crayons. I don't care. Like, she's out of line. And who's watching the kids? Anyway. So moving along, we're still in the party. Safaree, he pretty much gets busted. Yandy and Erica, Safaree goes over to talk to Yandy, and Erica comes along. So they were able to iron out whatever it was, whatever issue it is that they had. Mena, she apologizes to Yandy, and Erica then she finds out that Safaree did invite Yandy. So Yandy, she shows Erica the text message that Safaree sent her, extending an invitation to the wedding. So Yandy, she walks off because she's just like, you know, I can't do this, or whatever. And Erica, she starts going off on Safaree, right? So Safaree was like, you know, okay, I'm sorry, you know, calm down, don't stress out the baby. And I'm just like, nothing but shenanigans, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a mess. He's standing there looking so stupid. And Erica's point is like, why didn't you tell me? Like, what were you going to do if she showed up to the wedding? I still don't understand why Erica did not want Yandy to appear at the wedding, knowing that Safaree and him were cool. She could be extremely hormonal because she's pregnant. But Erica, it's obvious that Safaree cannot talk to you. And it's like, if you're not getting your way, you just turn into this lunatic, you know, and this was before you were pregnant. Like, we've seen your behavior throughout the series of the show. So Safaree, all I can say is good luck, brother. Good luck. So next week, we're going to see Erica and Safaree. They're going to continue to fight about this situation. Rich, he's basically telling Jennaske that she has to make a choice, and he wants exclusivity, aka he's probably going to try to get her to sign a contract, putting it in writing that he's her manager and she can't work with anyone else. Sin, she's going to pop off on Erica. And Erica, you better be lucky you're pregnant, because I think Sin would give Erica the business. I think she would. And that's all because of the whole Erica trying to hook Joe and Tahiry up. But my whole thing is this, Sin, I get it. You shouldn't expect anything less from Erica because you guys are exes and you're beefing with each other, I guess. But you really should take that up with Joe, don't you think? And what are the terms of this breakup? Are you guys taking a break? Are you still together but mad? I don't know. So we shall see, ladies and gentlemen. This concludes Love and Hip Hop, Season 10, Episode 4. Yo, I'm telling you, I still can't get over Chrissy admitting that she told Greg to take that picture down and basically admitting to Yandy, like, yeah, I looked up your information and I didn't see your name. Chrissy, you got too much time on your hands. Aren't you running an investment business or flipping houses? You got a lot of time on your hands. Royal family, get down in the comments. Be sure to like this video if you like. Like this video if you like it, y'all. My technology is acting up. Until next time, Royal family, peace.